What's up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit the like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into the real of reality TV. All right. I'm so glad the Real Housewives of Potomac season is over. But of course, we have to drag out the season with, I think, a 3-part reunion, and we just saw the first part. I just want to talk about the fact that we already know that Candice is not coming back for now. And I wholeheartedly agree with that because she doesn't need the show anymore when it comes to promotion and things like that. Who, wouldn't want to check? I get that. But I also believe just for her own sanity and mental health, it's just good that she not come back while Gizelle and, I was about to say Robyn, but we know she got fired. At least that has what's been reported, is going to still be on the show. But I just really wanted to shake Candice when she was crying. We all know that she's gotten that reputation for crying, and even Ashley gave the term for her tissue a cry angle, which, come on, it's funny. But I do believe that there are some people, when they are so angry and they're so mad, where they can't physically show their anger and their aggression, they shed tears. It's not because they're sad, right? That is some people's thing. And there are some people that are just extremely emotional, whatever. But over Robyn and Gizelle, I would have not shed a tear. Candice, you are a singer. You claim to be an R&B singer. You definitely needed to just turn on the track from the Waiting to Exhale track and play Mary J. Blige's I'm Not Gonna Cry. Don't shed one tear for them heifers because they don't deserve them. Now, we know that song is supposed to be about a man who did a chick dirty, but we know that we can make theme songs out of anything when it relates to something in our life. And she should have just paid them dust. I would have much rather her kept the energy of her cursing them out and saying she's an F&B, if that's what you wanted to say, because I agree with that. Call her every name in the book. I would not have shed one tear. But to go from crying to immediately F you, I was like, she should have just stayed on the energy of cursing her out. Because when she started that and Gizelle started the, crying, I would have been like, here's the tears. Not. I would not have shed one tear. Now, I don't know, because some people are saying that they didn't see a tear drop. And she kind of makes it hard to do that when she's getting that cry angle to push up in her tear duct before the tears drop. So I'll say that for her. But crying for them, it was not necessary. It was not deserved. Robyn has never, I feel like, been a genuine friend. She may have shown herself as an associate, but when it comes to friends, Robyn is always going to be up Gizelle's butt. And that's it. They have the Green Eye Bandit camaraderie that is undeniable and I don't think shall ever be broken. But if I were Robyn, I would be pissed that I got fired and Gizelle is still going to be a part of the show. But hey, that's Robyn's fault because I feel like they gave her an opportunity to come back and not so much redeem herself, but to just really go in terms of sharing what's really going on in her life this season, since she held back last season in a large and grand way, and she decided not to do that. So they're like, yeah, you're out of here. So, but Gizelle, for whatever reason, she's somebody's favorite over there, and even though she didn't get to sit right next to Andy at the reunion, she, for some reason, is still favored, and I wouldn't have given her a dust drop from my eyes. Seriously, they don't deserve it.
Yeah, right. Well,
Oh, wait a minute.
This is...
Wait, let me find it.
nothing hits better than a poster board.
Oh my God.
I was going to bring an easel, but that would have been too much.
Yes.
So this was the moment where she ambushed you and said that Juan yelled at you.
Okay.
And you put the video of Juan and Gizelle talking in this group chat with two bloggers that I know of.
Oh.
And you said, I'm thinking about posting this on Sunday. Does this look like someone who is mad and upset? That really pissed me off. So you're pissed at your best friend, and you're talking about it in a group chat to bloggers.
Okay.
Gizelle, are you mad?
Well, no.
Oh, okay.
Not at all.
And I don't, I mean, obviously she's mad. I'm not mad. If anybody should be mad, it should be me. Did you know about it? Robyn and I talked. Yeah, I told her.
Julia from Long Beach said, Candice, after watching the season back and all the conversations you had with Robyn, do you still believe she conspired with Gizelle and Ashley to malign Chris in an effort to protect Juan?
I do. Yes.
No way.
I think that she knew that by talking about my business, it would keep her business
I can't
under
go.
the table.
We are in the here and now.
Yeah.
What do you need from Robyn to move forward? And I want to ask you the same question.
I don't have any tissue.
I do.
Oh, not tears.
Gizelle.
Tears.
I do. Come on.
Tears, tears,
Okay,
tears,
come on.
tears. Them fake tears be coming.
Okay.
You don't need to be an angel. Stop.
Okay.
I mean, and I want to say,
Hold on. I just want to hear from her, and then I want to hear from you. I'm trying to...
okay.
Tears.
It's about,
That was kind of mean. Giselle.
It was kind of mean, girl.
She's a good look. Stop.
Okay.
I would like, all I need from my friends is acknowledgement. I just needed her to acknowledge that there was a difference. Because it hurt not just me, it hurt Chris. Because Chris also considered Robyn a friend.
Okay. And what would you need from her?
Honestly, I don't want anything from her as far as an apology. Clearly, she thinks that I plotted on her husband. So I would advise, if you really feel that way, to not be my friend.
So I think Robyn needs self-accountability from Candice on her end, and I think Candice is looking for transparency on Robyn from her end.
Well, we'll see if we
That's
do.
what
We're
I'm
not going to
hearing.
get there now. I'm going to give you
The thing that Candice is not getting is, yeah, that's something you may need from your friends, but who are your friends? Robyn is not a friend. Like Robyn just came out and said, like, if you think that I conspired against you and your husband, then I wouldn't advise you to even consider me a friend. She's letting her know I'm not your friend. So for her to sit there and cry when Andy asks her a question, I'm not saying I agree with Gizelle. Gizelle's just a nasty, dark soul. We already know that. She is. So I don't expect anything less from her. For her to sit there with the nasty looks and to make fun of, Candice crying. But I definitely would question, like, what the heck are you crying about with these ladies? Because they don't deserve one drop, not a bit of wetness from those eyes. Not one bit. Now, as far as these alleged threats on Gizelle's life that she claims that it's Candice's fault that she was receiving, again, Gizelle does not take any accountability. And although we know that there are people of all different shows, movies, celebrities, music artists, whatever, that really go overboard when it comes to their stand-up, we get that. But I don't think that it's anyone's fault, unless you're the former president and you're out here saying things that you know that are going to get those rabid MAGA followers to go out there and invoke threats against other politicians, judges, prosecutors, whatever, that has nothing to do with them. And you know that those people are capable of going out there and doing things. Unless you're him, I wouldn't blame someone else for the craziness that other people decide to act out on, to go and threaten someone, or maybe not even threaten, but to say, just DIE. You know what I mean? That's not really a threat on someone's life. That's just saying, not saying that it's okay. I'm not condoning that. But I don't think anyone was telling Gizelle, yeah, we're going to come and we're going to take you out and your little children too. But of course, she wants to blame Candice for those things allegedly happening.
Gizelle, you blamed Candice for death threats that you received. Why did you choose not to confront her about it during the season? Did you ever consider, like, texting her and being like, this isn't even play anymore? Like,
I was told that she would be talked to.
I want to know how it is my fault that people are crazy enough to threaten her life.
Color of my skin caused many people to directly say, oh, you are a colorist and I'm coming to kill you.
I don't believe that. It could have been one lunatic that said something like that, and she takes it as her getting a bunch of threats on her life. But Candice saying anything about Gizelle's skin color, the tone of her skin, and her just plain ignorance. I'll be nice and use the word ignorance when it comes to colorism and act like it doesn't exist. No, I think a lot of people just saw her nasty attitude when it came to the conversation that was had surrounding that. And she and Ashley, I believe, maybe Robyn a little bit, were the ones, but mainly Gizelle, were the ones that wouldn't even acknowledge it, to say that's not my issue. That's not a problem. I don't see what you're talking about. A lot of people probably just got pissed at her own attitude and the things that she either did say or did not say. But to blame Candice for that, yeah, girl, please.
Larissa, I'm coming to your house to kill your children. So it's a direct connect. As I have watched the show, it's Gizelle. Gizelle's an imp. Gizelle's the devil. Gizelle is evil. Gizelle is raggedy ass, nasty ass Gizelle. Gizelle should be fired.
All true.
So it's kind of like, I've answered your question about the death threats, but since we're here.
Everyone up here, I believe, has received some form of a death threat. I think it is dangerous and extremely unfair to conflate me having an issue with her then receiving death threats.
Just want to say that.
No.
But let me ask you this. The people who are tweeting this stuff to her, are you liking the tweets and thumbs upping the tweets?
I have liked some tweets.
Okay, well then that does involve you then.
Week after week
See, and that's the thing I don't like either, because we already know that Andy really likes Gizelle for whatever reason. But I can guarantee you that there was no tweet that Candice liked that said, Gizelle needs to die. I'm going to come and get Gizelle and her children. I'm quite sure there are no threats where someone threatened her life or physical bodily harm or anything like that she liked. But I'm quite sure somebody said something, about Gizelle and her ankles or, her calves or just something about her attitude or whatever. She may have liked it, which to some people, some tweeters, whatever they're called, they see that as an honor when the person that they are defending their honor is actually seeing what they wrote and liked it. But to say that, did you like some tweets, or to ask, well, did you like some tweets, to make it seem as if she was liking tweets when it involved a threat on Gizelle's life, I did not like that. I caught it. I don't know if you all caught it, but I did catch that. And Gizelle is such a hypocrite. I don't know if you all remember, it was maybe a few seasons ago when Gizelle and Robyn were on the Sherry Shepherd show. And there was this discussion about things, and a lot of people were going in on Gizelle and Robyn online. And Sherry asked them about that. I don't remember specifically what it was about. If you remember, you can let me know. But Gizelle, her answer was just so uncaring. And she's like, well, that's social media. And I don't really think of social media as being real. This is what came out of Gizelle's mouth. She said, I don't look at social media as being real. So whatever people out there saying about me on social media, I don't really care because I don't really see social media as being real. But now it's real when you claim that people are threatening your life and your children's lives. And then you're also trying to bring that to Candice's doorstep to make her responsible for what some lunatic crazies out here may have done, allegedly.
After week after her week. It's going on her podcast and talking about me.
We talked about Candice and her husband one time because it was on the blog.
Husband sending pictures of their private part.
Yes.
Why do they entertain these thirsty women?
Some of these guys are miserable.
Laughing and joking and adding sauce to a lie, to a rumor. She said a lot of things.
So the screenshots are photoshopped?
I don't know what screenshots you're talking about.
The screenshots of your husband's limp penis? And the multiple voice memos they exchange back and forth?
I don't know what you're talking about.
What? Why do I know?
Is it a brown dick?
It's brown.
It's over and over again.
Yes.
The woman is a liar.
Oh yeah, didn't that
I don't
woman
think she
come
said
out
she
and
did
say
that
I made it
Photoshop.
up?
Yeah,
and-
She said she
But
made
then
it
she
up.
retracted.
She came back and said,
I think she's a little loony, y'all.
I think she has no credibility.
She doesn't have all her
And
marbles.
she said she lied. And I'm sorry, we are above anyone that would lie on any of us.
Okay.
I heard limp dick.
I mean, I would
Okay.
love to see
All right.
that.
I want to move on. I want to move on.
And see, that's the BS right there. I'm glad that Karen stepped in and made the statement that she made about, look, it was a lie. We all should be above people out here lying on us because we are all capable of having that done to us because we are these Bravo celebrities. But don't sit here and try to make the lie the truth. For Robyn, of all people, I'm so glad that she's not going to be coming back because for her, of all people, to flip it and reverse it to try to spin it back to say, well, actually, she came back out and retracted that statement and then said, the pictures of your husband's limp penis. She knows exactly what she was doing. And she could have said, so you're saying that those pictures are not of your husband, but she was actually saying, so the pictures of your husband's limp penis, you're saying that's not true, that's not real. Robyn, whose husband, on again, off again husband, always roommate, who actually went to a hotel, claimed that he just paid for the room for the woman and left. Didn't spend any time with her. Didn't even spend time at the bar at the hotel, right? You have no reason not to believe your husband, but then you're trying to put something on Candice's husband when the chick actually came out and said that she lied. And even from the time that story came out, and I remember it specifically because I listened to the interview on the app, when Tasha K interviewed the chick, giving her the opportunity to speak, she claimed that she had these receipts and whatever. And I was like, this girl is drunk or high or something. And it's just not adding up because she has so much vitriol for Candice. And I remember commenting on it on the app. I said, I don't believe that this girl is telling the truth. And to me, it sounds like this is a Candice hater because she was saying a lot of things about Candice. It was almost giving me coleslaw vibes, the forever side chick of Hotel, but just not an actual real situation that ever happened. This girl was just lying about the situation, okay? And Tasha K even came out and said after the fact, because she doesn't watch Real Housewives of Potomac, and then she found out that the girl was lying, that these two heifers were sitting there and talking about it on their podcast. She said, I actually feel like they set this up. They were the ones that actually created this situation in this scenario, possibly paid this girl to come out and say these things. And I actually would think that to be true as well. I don't know that to be the truth, but I know that girl was not telling the truth. So for Robyn to sit there and say the pictures of your husband's limp penis, are you saying those are not real? As if Robyn is saying that she actually has seen his dang-a-lang before and knows what it looks like. and trying to put some funny spin on it to say limp, right? So I don't know if you caught when Wendy was like, girl, all I heard was limp penis, because she was trying to be funny and it wasn't funny. And so I like that Karen stepped in to say, look, the girl was lying. We're not going to try to make the lie a reality, and let's move on from this. You all don't want anyone lying on you, but then because you don't like Candice, and for whatever reason, you're trying to besmirch her husband's name. Still, I'm so over them. And that's why I get it that Candice announced her departure before the reunion even aired. It makes even so much more sense now. But I honestly just wish that she just was like, I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to shed one tear, because y'all heifers ain't worth my tears. She shouldn't have cried. She should have just kept the same energy. She's a F and B. F you, like, stay on that energy. I could bear with the bleeps and all that other stuff. And if I wanted to hear it, I could go and watch it on Peacock where it's uncensored. But crying for them and Gizelle laughing like it's funny, I just was like, girl, save them tears. Save them. Because we know you can get some tears up for something else that may even possibly be worthy of a tear being shed. But to cry for people that don't like you, and you claim you don't like them anymore, and why would you ever try to forge a relationship with Robyn? See, that's what brings me back to the thing that I do believe that Candice has come to a place in her life now where she loves who she is, but it makes me believe it stems from that thing that a lot of, not all, but a lot of more melanated African-American women have dealt with sometimes in their life when they were younger, more, likely than when they're older. But still, when you just get some sort of validation or comfort even from having close friends that are lighter skinned than you, it's a real thing. There's probably studies on it. I don't know what it would be called, but I do believe that that is something, because I can admit that I dealt with it at some point in time when I was a little girl. It kind of made you feel somewhat validated or good, because, when we were little children, well, I don't know how old everyone is that's listening to me, but I know how old I am. And you dealt with that, where you dealt with the different, skin tones and light skin and light was right and all of this other stuff. And not saying that you may have dealt with teasing or anything, because I never dealt with that, but it just made you feel good in some way where it felt like a lighter skinned person was cool with you, and it made you feel validated in some way. And maybe by proxy, your skin felt like it got a little lighter being around these people. I can even remember, being a little girl and preferring light skinned guys, and I wound up not marrying a light skinned guy, but that's just a real thing. I don't understand it. I know a lot of it stems from slavery and all of that stuff, but I'm just basically saying, I do believe that some of that wanting to have Robyn be her friend, because even in the very beginning, having a association with Gizelle was something that I felt like Candice wanted, you know what I mean? But anyway, guys, going off on a little bit of a tangent, so that means I need to just go ahead and wrap it up. So let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section. Thanks for being here, liking and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.